versus 1265 Lombardi Avenue, better known as Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Green Bay Packers. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. We welcome you. That's the punter, Ethan Evans, to get this started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his third season as the Green Bay starter.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill you.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Love. Can't throw, the safety burst through, and he comes up with a sack.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
On 4th down, the Packers turn over to Daniel Whelan to punt. Xavier Smith is deep for L.A. This returnable from inside is on 40. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56, the #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
Stafford was one of those guys, Mike, that I think through the first half of his career was probably the most underappreciated quarterback in the entire league. The talent was always undeniable. But when he was constantly discredited for was just the fact that he was on some really bad teams that were left to play really irrelevant football down the stretch. Immediately changed that narrative the second he joined a championship roster. Now, he's just trying to see if he can add some more hardware to that resume and solidify that legacy even further.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Throw on 3rd down, Stafford, and that is incomplete.
I think the second that ball left his hand, he wanted to pull it immediately back. I mean, he is lucky, Mike. That ball didn't end up going the other way. He almost gifted them a short field and maybe even some points.
So 4th down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. the Packers offense. Ready now for their second drive. They had a disappointing quick 3-and-out on that opening drive, so they'll try it again here in a scoreless game with 1st and 10. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Catch is made by Romeo Dobbs. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here is 2nd and 4. A run up the middle with Jacobs. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. It's Darius Williams up to make the stop.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now a 3rd and 2. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Open is Kraft. He's got it. A gain there of 11. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back-to-back 3-and-outs, and not ideal to start the game in that manner. So that's a really important throw right there. Let's see if they can build something from there. Brings up 1st and 10. Continue to let your opening script unfold. You got to go down and find some points here and get your offense settled down.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Luke Musgrave, the tight end, was the intended target there. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Love. Pass, punt, it's Golden. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Packers.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A handoff running left. It's Jacobs. That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
At the 43-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 3. They'll run the draw with Jacobs. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
That's another Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Rams' 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. So that's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Play fake. Here's Love. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
A 46-yard attempt.
McManus's kick is good. And the Packers will take a 3-0 lead. So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. A safe kick taken at the 5. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Rams offense ready for their second possession. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
Stafford now on 2nd down. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
So these screen plays, they always seem so commonplace. They seem a little bit routine, right, Mike? But really, for them to work, there's a huge, significant timing element to it where the offensive line, the back, you can't be downfield too early, but you can't go too late. There's so many reps and reps that allow certain teams to be really good at the screen game and allow certain teams to just never really get their screen game off the ground.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Here's Ethan Evans now. And down to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. Now the return. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. To throw is Love. The outside, it's brought in by Golden. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
He's made his presence felt throughout this opening quarter. They better figure out a way to slow him down defensively. Otherwise, he's in store for a monster game.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. That is Quentin Lake there to make the play.
Down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Love. To the left side, he finds Kraft. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet. But the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Packers on top. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football. 2nd and a yard. As we are ready to get back underway. Here's a handoff to Jacobs, running left. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon.
Another Green Bay Packer. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
to throw is Love. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Throwing on second down, Love. It is brought in the end zone. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Pretty interesting sequence of play calls here, Mike. You can tell going into this game, they felt their matchups down here deep in the tight red zone were better through the air than maybe they were necessarily on the ground. We see two back-to-back throws. The second one, though, results in a touchdown.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Packers are out to a 10-0 lead.
Rams nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Rams offense about ready to take over once more. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
To the left side, and Adams has it. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Rams.
Now it's Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Stafford. That one caught by Adams, and he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
The Packers offense and wideout Matthew Golden headed for their next possession. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And we'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Love. He'll keep this himself and mark him down up beyond the 30. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And this is really an area, Mike, that he excels in. He makes the right decision to keep the ball himself, and then when he hits the hole, he doesn't stop until he picks up the first down.
They'll run with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. What a way to start this drive. A second big play. This one for 22.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
They'll come up here, first and 10. Love out quickly to Dobbs. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and 5. Go play action with Love. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 1.
They'll look to pick this up, third and a yard. They'll try to sneak it here. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
Packers first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. Love over the middle. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the Rams come up with the recovery.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage. And I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight. But it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself. And in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Pass caught right side by Higbee. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. The All-Pro Micah Parsons there for the stop.
And it's third down.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for third and 3. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. That one into the hands of Atwell. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
They run over center with Williams. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
They'll go again with Williams. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, LA.
First down, Rams.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
On first down, right back to Williams. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards.
That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the shotgun, it's in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
After allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A shotgun snap to Stafford. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Tutu Atwell was the one he was looking for. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come. This 4th down is looming.
4th down.
So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This from 34 yards. Carty's kick is good. And the Rams are on the board just before halftime. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Williams on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Now Love. That one reeled in by Golden.
Complete to Matthew Golden. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Love. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Love. To the sideline, reeled in by Golden. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. The Rams offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. On first down, Stafford. Throw over the middle, brought in by Adams. And mark him down up beyond the 30. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up first and 10. Stafford working from the pistol. Right back to Adams. He's got it again. Rams use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Running these underneath crossing routes, you wouldn't imagine lead to a lot of explosive plays, but when done right, if you can get the receiver in open space and get the ball in their hands, there's a lot of opportunity for big run after the catch and generate chunk plays.
The motion man is Nakua. Now a second down throw for Stafford. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Tyler Higbee. A gain of 7, and the Rams first down.
One final throw before the break. That's out wide to Williams. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Working out of the gun, Stafford. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Taken in by Higbee. A pickup there of 19 yards. Good for a Rams first down.
First down, Rams.
Great timing and anticipation. The second the tight end's head turned around, the quarterback put the ball on him, and now it's, hey, let's see who wants to tackle this big guy and bring him to the ground.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. He'll find his tight end. In the middle of the field, it's Higbee. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Another catch on the drive. This one for 13 yards. And another first down. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
It's another run here for Williams. Space to run inside the 20. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. What a run by Williams. And even 30 yards.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up first and goal.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Brings up second and goal.
Now here's second and goal. Williams, and he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is third and goal.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
Now from a yard farther back, it's third and goal. Now Stafford on third and goal. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Rams cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he is stopped. The Packers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And he'll slide to a halt after picking up about 6.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Good running there, getting close to midfield. Let's mark him there. And a first down.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Packers first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Love. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 8 yards.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
This offensive line has to do a better job, Mike, of communicating the protection pre-snap, especially on these key third downs. The blitz overwhelms them from the jump, and now they're picking their quarterback off the ground.
On comes the Packers punting team.
For the Packers.
And that one not returnable, out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Tyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
First down, Rams.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Out of the gun, Stafford. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete. Tyron Williams, the intended receiver there. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
Throw on 3rd down, Stafford. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
The Rams punting unit coming out. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The Packers offense ready to get back at it. On the bootleg, it's Love. Looking for his tight end there, but let him too far. It's an incompletion.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Love out quickly to Dobbs. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third down and 3. Out of the shotgun. It's Love. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
And there was nothing exotic about that. I mean, they were just able to generate pressure without having to bring an extra rusher, and this offense now finds themselves staring at 4th down as a result.
Packers set to kick this one away.
For the Packers.
A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line.
1st and 10.
Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing, Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
A 3-yard gain on the play.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. This one complete to Atwell. 11 yards on the pass there. 1st down, LA.
And the Rams 1st down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to 2. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
You see so many of these crossing concepts, Mike, at every level of football because they're good versus man, they're good versus zone, and the best thing they do is they get the ball out of the quarterback's hand and in a good position for run after catch.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Stafford now on 3rd down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
1st down, Rams.
Throwing again is Stafford. Unloads downfield, looking for Nakua. To the goal line and in. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, LA.
I can only imagine what went through his head as that play developed and he realized his guy was one-on-one with a safety. That's a complete mismatch on paper and even more so on the field. And once he sees it, he's going to attack it, and they come away with the touchdown.
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and the Rams go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
Packers 10.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. Williams now to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Packers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Love to throw on 1st and 10. That is into the hands of Wicks. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Love. This one on target, it's Dobbs. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Packers.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In fourth quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
2nd and 11. Now Love. That's caught at Savion Williams. Down the sideline. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. Pickup of 46 yards.
First down.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this fourth quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Love to the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Dontavian Wicks. Touchdown, Packers. McManus on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Packers make the lead 4. It is 17-13.
Rams 13.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, this is Blake Corum. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to the 23-yard line. Rams offense ready to take over once more. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. The motion man is Nakua. First down, Stafford. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Complete to Kyron Williams. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. Back to throw, Stafford. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. But I also can't hold it on forever because then I don't have an opportunity to deliver the ball. So it was really more of the latter here where he's trying to hold on as long as he can. The pressure just gets to him a little too fast and the ball falls incomplete.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
1st down, Los Angeles.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pick here.
He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
A loss of 2.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
So they're not going to come down with the reception, but, Mike, this is actually a really good ball. So with the coverage being as tight as it was, the only place that quarterback can put the ball is high and to the outside, saying, hey, if my guy can't come down with it and keep his feet in bounds, nobody is. The last thing you want to do is miss that ball on the inside because those are the ones that ended up going the other direction.
A quick slant, and here's Adams. A gain of 16 on that pass play. Good for a Rams 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Give credit to the protection for handling that blitz because that's what gave him the time he needed to make the play and keep this drive alive.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
Second down, it's Stafford. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll find the rookie from Oregon, Terrence Ferguson. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Packers' 31-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up. Williams. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can before 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Rams.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And they continue to churn out 1st down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal. They'll run. It's Williams to the 5-yard line.
Williams, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. And they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Second and goal. Now it's Stafford. Pass caught right side by Higbee. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time, but what a job by this offense. Game on the line to find a way to score and take the lead with very little time remaining.
His kick is good. Makes the score Rams 20, Packers 17.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Love to throw it on 1st down. Pass caught right side by Kraft. And we'll get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Now, 2nd and 4. Here we go. One final play. There's a short one caught by Kraft. So it's a win for the visiting Rams. They knew this would be a dogfight away from home, and they were right. They come away with a hard-fought victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. Good night from Lambeau Field.